This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. Today's subject is what we'll call the 20-60-20 rule. The 20-60-20 rule. And this is really intended, more than anything else, is advice to people in their career, in their professions, in their work. What we look at is people in the workforce. There's some breakdown as follows. And of course, numbers are directional, not accurate. I've not done a study on this. This is my judgment in anecdotal perspective. 20% of people really lean into their jobs. 60% of people do their jobs. They perform, they do their jobs. The last 20% probably shouldn't be wherever they're at, and that might not be due to their quality. It might be that they're mismatched, might not be what they like doing, and so forth. And so if you're an employer, you sort of view this breakdown as 20-60-20 or something like that. We've talked about it before as a third, and a third. But the real advice here is for young professionals, mid-level professionals, senior professionals, whatever it is, all the benefits at work or the bigger rewards, the more mentorship, the more opportunities, go to that 20% that lean in and try and at least embrace what they're doing, embrace their job. That doesn't mean you're working 90 hours a week. A lot of it becomes attitudinal, that you're volunteering for things, you're leaning into things, your attitude is positive. You could tell when you call somebody working in maybe a nanosecond whether they're happy to get the call or not get that call. And even if you can't stand the calls you get from customers and clients, you are far better off if you fake it and act like you actually want to talk to people. But so much of this is leaning in. And the secret is those that lean in, that 20% that lean in, get all the benefits, not just money-wise, satisfaction-wise, enjoyment-wise, connectivity-wise, and everything else. So today's discussion is really the 20-60-20 rule, but it's really meant as an encouragement. I've seen so many people in their careers that get disgruntled and at some point decide to lean back in a little bit, and they find it's okay, and they actually end up thriving again. And it's this mindset often of leaning in a little bit versus not that makes the difference between the 20 and the 60. The last 20, there's not a lot I could do about. They're probably just misplaced it where they're at. But that 20-60-20 rule is how we look at it. And the real difference is with that 20%, particularly if they're talented, particularly if they've got the skills, is just to choose attitudinally to lean in a little bit more, and you're getting all the results, all the benefits that come from the opportunity, the profession, the career, and so forth. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. As always, if you listen all the way through, you enjoy this, please text me at 773-766-5322, and happy to send you a $50 gift certificate if you're one of the first two people that text me. It'll be an Amazon gift certificate. That's just the most efficient way to reward people and thank them. Thank you so much for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast.